Just talking about the last couple of games here a little bit. 18 penalties. It seems like the young team has been taking a lot. What have you guys done to try to slow that down to be more successful?
Well, I don't know if we've done anything at this point. We tried to analyze it the other day as to why we were in the box as much as we were. I thought the first game, I didn't think we were playing a lazy game or an undisciplined game, but yet we found out. I think they had 9 power plays before we had 1. So obviously there's something to it when you have 9 in a row and they don't have any. So don't know if we have an answer for that. It is a little bit more than it's taken the momentum away from a few games where we felt like we were playing well. And if you go a stretch of killing penalties for 10, 15 minutes, certain guys aren't getting on the ice as much, and it's more difficult for them to get back in the game. So it is something we've talked about. To be honest, we don't know if there was an answer for it. Really felt like there weren't any very undisciplined penalties as far as that goes. Maybe a couple where we weren't skating and we got caught behind somebody, created, forced a player to put a hook on someone. But I don't know if I have that answer.
Special teams play. It seems like you guys start off the season really rough, but things got better in your last game on the weekend and your win against OCN. What have you guys changed? What are you guys working on to make things better?
Well, that's a good question. I think on the power play we had tried a few things early on in the year that we saw a lot of NHL teams doing. We were spreading our defensemen across the blue line a little more. I think most of our defensemen were kind of struggling adjusting to that, and it wasn't something they felt very comfortable with. So I think we've gone back to a system that they feel more comfortable with, and at the end of the day, I mean, the guys got to like what we're doing out there as well. So, and I think we've done a good job on the penalty kill. We've been forcing a little bit more, and I think we were a little passive early on and giving up a lot of opportunities to teams on the rush. And I think with the addition of Matt Franzik, he does a great job on the penalty kill. And and we've been getting key saves on the PK as well. So those are a number of factors why we've been a little more successful on it.
Speaking about saves, Mitch Backhouse seems to have solidified himself as your starting goaltender. Is he going to get to start tomorrow night?
Well, I'm not sure if we've made the decision today, or certainly haven't announced it. But Mitch has established himself as a good goaltender in our league. He's had a good start to the year here, and I think the guys feel comfortable playing in front of him. He's a big body that plays aggressively, which makes it difficult on shooters coming down on him. He's not going to give you a lot of nets, so hopefully he can continue to provide that for us.
Well, it must be feeling nice for you guys. You're always coming back home. The first month has been mainly played on the road. The next 7 out of your 10 games are at home ice. What does this mean for your club?
Well, it's a comfortable feeling coming home. I think we've somewhat survived the stretch we've had here. We've had 8 of the first 11 on the road, so that's it has its benefits. I think it allows the team to bond at times, but it is obviously tougher than playing at home. I think the guys will obviously a lot more comfortable coming back to the cozy confines of the TG Smith. But I think right now, sitting where we are, we're not in the worst position after playing 8 of 11 on the road. But we're looking forward to the stretch. It's a stretch where we're going to have to get some wins, and it'd be great to get after this stretch to get close to 500.
Way's up next. What do you guys need to do to pull out another victory and keep things going?
Well, a number of things, but the first thing is the work ethic. I thought we had 4 lines that worked pretty hard this weekend, and we're getting a little more disciplined with our giveaways, keeping the puck out of the middle of the ice, and we created a little more traffic in front of their goaltender. Regardless of what league it is, that's one of the keys to success. I think the Jets were talking about that the other day. But yeah, just a well-rounded effort. I think when we do that and maybe stay out of the penalty box a little more when we're at home here. But really, when it comes down to it, if we come to work for 60 minutes, a lot of the little things seem to fall in place.